Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode from the Multi-Tools and Blades channel. Today's episode we're going to have a look at some of these vintage Victorinox. But first I just want to say that this is my 200th video, so if you're new to my channel you've got a bit of catching up to do. There's a little over 8 hours worth of videos for you to watch and it's all good quality stuff like this. You won't see any cheap Chinese stuff on my channel. Or maybe one or two, but not much. In today's video we're going to be talking more about these two, and I've already done a video on this 206K here, but I didn't like it so I think I might do it again. Same with this one and with the 236 as well. So if you want to go back and watch these old videos, I'll post a link at the end of this video so you can go back and watch the older stuff. With the 236 I don't think I put any commentary on it, or maybe the lighting was bad, so it's probably worth doing it all again anyway. And I'm sure none of you mind if you get to see those old ones again. So this one here is the model 237. This is probably the oldest Victorinox I have. I'm having a guesstimate here, but I could say that this is probably for the 1910's. It's the equivalent of a modern day camper, but with these delicious brown wood fibre scales that are in absolutely immaculate condition. You might have seen my video of what happens when you get these wood fibre scales wet. You certainly don't want that to happen. We have beautiful brass liners, and all the hardware including the pins are all carbon steel. And we know that Victorinox started using stainless steel in their officers' knives from 1921, and they moved away from the 4-pin design in 1909, so we can safely date this between 1910 and 1921. And just like with all the other officers' knives with wood fibre scales, we don't have any tweezers or toothpick. I have to give my sincere thanks to the previous custodian of this knife. It's been kept in very good condition. These pop up for sale occasionally on eBay and Etsy, but they've either got damaged scales or the blades are all rusted out. So first we have the main blade, and you can see here it's in great condition. There's still plenty of belly and it's nice and sharp. The tang stamp you see there, Army Swiss, was used between 1891 and 1945. So it doesn't really help us date the knife. And then we have the distributor etched into the blade, Eichenberger Basel. It's great to see the blade in original condition too. It's nothing worse than having a blade that's been over sharpened. There's no rust, but you can see the little marks there are just a fine patina. The springs are a lot stronger than a modern day Victorinox. You get a nice healthy snap. And just like most modern Victorinoxes, opposite the main blade we have a nice little pen blade. Here we can see more patina. It's not rust, a little bit of a polish and that would come out, but I've decided just to leave it on there. This blade's been used a little bit more than the main blade. I do like the pen blades myself, particularly these clip points. Have a look at that weird shape of that tang. It wasn't until the 1930s that Victorinox started automation, so all these older models are actually handmade. You're going to find little imperfections like that. Opposite we have an old style can opener. The designers of these didn't change that much, but we can see a really nice patina through here, so it makes it a bit unique. Quick reminder for everyone that I film all my videos in 4K ultra high definition, so you can bump that resolution up, you get the best viewing experience. And don't forget to turn the notifications on so you get advised when my new videos come out. I've never tried these old can openers. Just taken delivery of an old broken Wenger with one of these can openers, and I might give it a try on an old can. Opposite the can opener we have the cap lifter and large screwdriver. The first thing I noticed when taking this out was how sharp the edges were. There's a serious burr on here which makes it very uncomfortable to handle. Almost feels like it was unfinished, but I guess that's just how it's meant to be. I mean, for the screwdriver I guess that's good because it's going to get a good purchase on the screw, but I don't know, maybe my hands are too delicate and I'm just being a big baby. What do you think? Feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer any questions you have as quickly as possible. So we do have a third layer here with a wood saw, so that makes it a 237. Had this middle layer been a scissors, it would have been a 235. So Victorinox first put their wood saw on their officers' knives in 1902. The original had 27 angled teeth, just like this one, and it wasn't until 1952 that Victorinox changed to a 29 tooth version. There are a couple of teeth here in the middle that have got the tips broken off. It's a bit hard to see, but right here, so it's only had a bit of light use. Good clean snap. Next we have the corkscrew, 5-turn with the decorative groove. Now we get a chance to see those beautiful brass liners. Victorinox stopped using the brass liners in 1931. So the decorative groove is called such because no one really knows exactly if it served any real purpose or improved on the way the corkscrew worked. Opposite that we have the old style reamer, my favourite. More brass liners. It's a real shame that this brass tarnishes. Might be a couple of months before I pull them out and have a look at them, and they seem to be faded brown. Really hope you like viewing these in the natural sunlight. I don't use any UV filters on my lenses, and I have the aperture opened all the way up to 2.0. The hardest part about making these videos is having the sun in the right spot and the peace and quiet from the two kids not fighting in the background. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Well, if you want to focus on this carbon steel here, I might just compare it to the 206K that's got stainless steel hardware. It also has brass pins, and this one's from the 1920s. You can see the similarities. It's only a 2-layer. As the 206K, it's a predecessor to the 234K. You can see there's no patina developed in this area here. It just doesn't happen on stainless steel because it already has a patina made of chromium oxide, which is invisible. And you can see the nice brass pins there as well on the 206. If you just take a look at the tang stamp on the 206, you can see how much better condition it is. We get the same Army Swiss tang stamp, but on this side we've got inoxide, which is the shortened French word for inoxydable, meaning stainless steel. Have a look at the differences of the cross within the shield. Even the thickness of the shield itself is different. What I would have given to have been a fly on the wall watching over the shoulders of the men making these. Wouldn't that have been something good to watch? You can watch the videos now of the modern factory making, with machines pumping out parts, and it's just not the same. These are from a different era, made from people with a different mindset, with different values. So here we have again the 4-layer Model 236 from the 1940s. It says its very own video, so I won't go into it, but it's a good chance to have a look at these celluloid scales and compare them to the wood fibre. You might just take a quick look at that main blade as well, have a look at the tang stamp, just comparison, same Army Swiss. So you can see it was used quite extensively over the decades. Now we also move on to the nickel silver liners. And then we have the 234K, which is the predecessor to the modern day Tourist. We have a much more modern tang stamp now. This one here is from the 1950s. It has a very old school feel about it. Certainly was automation in place when these were made, but they definitely have a different feel to the modern ones. Let me show you the can opener on this one, just to show you that it's got the patent stamp on it. Well, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching another episode. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Got some exciting videos coming up with some products that you've never seen before. Don't forget to turn on that notification button too. Catch you all next time.